because you want to do lashes or you want to do brows or you want to do skin and you want to open up a business. Keep in mind that you should be structured right. You can do all of that. And I encourage you to do all of that, but make sure that your business is structured appropriately, because when the end of the year comes and you got to prepare that paperwork for Uncle Sam, and it's not looking right, you will be owing. So you just have to make sure that you have everything right for yourself and for your business. Welcome to the Brows & Co. Show, your backstage pass to the world of brows, beauty, and business. I'm your host, Kechia Taylor, and I'm thrilled to have you with us for this weekly episode. Get ready to immerse yourself in the fascinating world of beauty trends, brow secrets, and the ins and outs of the beauty industry. Whether you're a beauty enthusiast, a business owner, or just curious about what goes on behind the scenes, you're in for a treat. So without further ado, let's explore the magic that happens when beauty meets business on the Brows & Co. Show. Welcome back to the Brows & Co. Show. I'm Kechia Taylor, CEO and franchisor of Brows & Company and your host of the Brows & Co. Show. Today's episode, I want to talk about finances, right? Today, I want to talk about one of my best tips when you are starting your beauty business or starting a business, period, is to take the time out and map out your finances. Make sure that you have enough money to invest in your education, to invest into that location, to invest into the materials and supplies that you need, and to invest or at least have 3 months of rainy day for that business. If I can give you any best advice, if I can give you any advice, that would be it, is to make sure that you have all those things in order. You do not want to get into business and don't have the reports and financials that you need to file your taxes and to record things appropriately and not commingling funds and all of that stuff. Yes, you can pay yourself a fair salary, and that really depends on your business structure. And I'm not an attorney and I'm not an accountant. I'm just giving you my advice from my own personal experiences. So this is for educational purposes only. This is not for you to follow my exact routine or exact advice. This is just for your knowledge. Make sure that you consult an attorney or an accountant before you start your business. First, when you are starting your business, you should have the right structure. I don't know what structure is good for you. If you are a solopreneur, entrepreneur, or you decide to do an LLC. So when you decide to do an LLC or a corporation, you will have to pay taxes on that business yearly, okay? So that's why you need to consult with an accountant so that you know what paperwork you need to file. And you need to consult with the attorney because you want to make sure that you're doing the right things from the beginning. All too often, us ladies who go out here saying we want to be bosses, we want to do this, we want to do that, but we don't have our ducks in a row, we don't have our T's crossed, our I's dotted, and we don't have the paperwork to sustain the business. All in all, you need to get this stuff ready in the beginning so that you won't have to be scrambling around for it in the end. One of the best things that I've done for myself in the duration of my business, and I still do it today, and I'm not saying you should do it because you should consult with someone to see if you can do it, was W-2 myself. Like, I worked at a job because technically I work at Brows & Company. I'm the owner of Brows & Company. I'm the CEO of Brows & Company, the face of Brows & Company, but I also work in the business as well. I do services. I send emails, I'm promoting, I'm marketing the business. So I want to get paid as an employee of my company. This was the best decision that I made because I can keep track of what I'm making and what I'm bringing into the business. You don't want to combine everything together because you'll lose track of how much you're spending, what you're using for your bills. I mean, unless you're just great with bookkeeping, which I wasn't. So I had to make sure that I had systems in place to manage that so that I won't be off topic or off cycle or doing something illegal because I never was informed by someone. These are important things. Just because you want to do lashes or you want to do brows or you want to do skin and you want to open up a business, keep in mind that you should be structured right. You can do all of that. And I encourage you to do all of that, but make sure that your business is structured appropriately, because when the end of the year comes and you got to prepare that paperwork for Uncle Sam, and it's not looking right, you will be owing. So you just have to make sure that you have everything right for yourself and for your business. And when you are in business, don't forget to invest back into your business. Don't take all the money and go out here and go getting your Chanel bags and getting on the plane. It's nice to enjoy your money, but structure it as if you were working, getting paid every week, every 2 weeks, like a regular employee. Do not go out here blowing your money on materialistic things and you're not even getting that type of clientele in the door. I know we get excited when we get a lot of clients, but in the beauty business, you have to brace yourself for ebbs and flows, okay? 1 minute you may be up and the next minute you may be down. And sometimes you are down to the lowest down, okay? And you got to bring yourself back up. So you always want to prepare yourself for at least 3 months of spending money, 3 months of rent, 3 months of supplies, 3 months of payroll. You want to have all of that set aside so that if anything happened or any emergency, saying like the pandemic, you are not waiting for government funds to help you out. Because sometimes, if you don't have your paperwork right, you're not getting those government funds. So I'm going to tell you that right now. The people who was looking to get SBA loans and stuff like that during the pandemic, they were asking for paperwork. They were asking for proof of this, proof of that, your payroll reports, what you were doing. And if you didn't structure yourself right in the beginning, you did not have that paperwork. You don't know what's going to happen, right? Like I said, business can go up, it can go down, and sometimes it go down faster than it goes up. And so you should be prepared for those moments. It's all fine when you want to be a boss or you want to walk around with a Chanel bag and you want to be cute driving a new vehicle with a car loan and a car note and all that stuff. But you will have times where things get rough in business. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't enjoy those things, because we all work hard, right? We work hard in our businesses. We want to get the finest things in life, especially if you never had it. I just caution you to reinvest back into your business before you get those things. Make sure that your business is nice and leveled out and that you can survive through any pandemic that come, or at least survive for a minute where you can get your thoughts together and figure out what to do. And in business, always be ready to pivot. Always be ready to do something different, to stay innovative, to be creative, because sometimes you can't ride off of that one thing. You got to have multiple things. You have to be creative. Things change. When the pandemic happened, things changed tremendously. How we shop, how we operate, how we go get beauty services done, how we communicate with people, all of that changed. Any business owner know what I'm talking about. They know that you have to be ready to pivot as soon as possible, and you have to be financially prepared for these situations. I'm not saying you shouldn't live your life and all of that stuff, because look, I live my life, okay? And I don't live my life assuming that something is gonna come, but you gotta have some kind of backup plan for your business And if you don't have a job or anything else or somebody at home supporting you, not only do you have to have a backup plan for your business, but you have to have a backup plan for yourself. Maybe instead of 3, you may have to have 6. You may have to have 3 months of business expenses and 3 months of personal expenses. Because if you're totally solely relying on your business to carry you through, then you need to have double the plan. I just wanted to come on here and just give a quick overview of before you start your business, before you're doing that logo and you're doing that website and you're naming your business and you're ordering supplies, make sure your financials are up to date from the beginning. And it's certain systems that it's all different kind of tools and systems that can help you do this. I mean, I use a robust booking system so that I can pull reports, always record cash, record your tips. If you don't, you're going to be in a bad situation. You're not going to know how much you're making because you're not recording the cash. So record the cash, record your tips. Don't be slick. Pay the taxes on the money. Uncle Sam said, give me, you got to give it. Okay. You got to give to get. Okay. You got to give to get. Always remember that. You got to pay the man. You got to pay those taxes. You got to pay Uncle Sam. You cannot get away with it. You will be owing if you do not do that. So just get yourself in order. Like I said, before you make a decision to do all of the things to put your business in the right order, make sure that your financials are correct and make sure that your business is set up properly within your state, city, or county. And make sure that you have the necessary licenses and certifications and insurance to operate. Again, I hope this episode was helpful to someone getting started. If you know someone who's getting started in their business or beauty business, make sure that you forward this episode to them. Make sure you subscribe to us in all podcasts listening networks, and we're actually on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, y'all, so make sure you can view this video on YouTube. And again, I look forward to providing you with more education about this industry. And again, I'm Kechia Taylor, CEO and franchisor of Browsing Company and your host of the Browsing Co. Show. I will see you next week, new episode.